Well, good morning. This is Dave Johnson with Day Trade the Markets. We're looking at a 1-minute chart of the E-mini S&P. This is Tuesday, September 13th, 2016. So we're utilizing the Day Trade the Market software, and you can see that it creates different color paint bars and other various features. None of it has been done manually. All this is done by the software. So we had a big down day. Today is Tuesday, so last Friday we had a huge down day, but yesterday we had a counter day where it basically did the exact opposite. Overnight, though, the market has once again sold off, and we've come back down and actually moved below some potential support areas from yesterday. The most notable one was at right up in here. Go ahead and draw a line there. 31, 37 right in here. So this was an area that we were looking at as, potential support. Obviously, it opened below that, tested it, came down, is trading below it. So these colored paint bars, you can see that this is the degree of aggression on the part of the buyers and sellers. The pink bar here, the magenta bar, is our most aggressive selling bar. The red is the second most aggressive. And the very light one is the least aggressive on the sell side. The most aggressive on the buy side is a blue. We don't have one of those today, but we do have a green, which is the second most aggressive, and then the light green, the lightest of the aggression. It also creates these trade location zones. You can see this green horizontal banner right across here, and one across band right across the top as well. Red is for resistance, green is for support. So we've come down here and we've been trading back and forth inside this area. And so what I did, as you can see, we just got filled to the short side here and are now short at 21.23. So we're actually looking for a breakdown of this mini consolidation zone, which is why this short trade has been put on. So we'll just see what kind of action we get out of this. My chart seems to be pausing here for a moment for some reason. I guess there's a lot of data coming through. So that's really the idea. You can also see that I have a sell stop a little bit higher, or I'm sorry, a sell limit a little bit above the market, and that's at 27.25 up near our resistance area. So looking to get short in a couple of different locations here on this particular trade. So we'll just go ahead and hopefully we'll get back into the groove here in a moment. In the meantime, I will pause the recording and start it back up as the market dictates. Okay, I've just resumed the recording. You can see the market is continuing to move down here. We did have a slight bounce in here, and you can see it had a dot above it with a triangle. That's a deceleration bar as the market tried to bounce to the upside. So that becomes our next barrier to the upside. And as a result, we can use that to define where would be a good location to put our protective buy stop. So you can see the price on that is at 24.50. So I'm going to go ahead and place my protective buy stop at 25 right in here. So buy stop at 25. So we have our protective buy stop in a couple of ticks above there. We're risking 2 points on this trade. So I've also put a buy limit down here at 21.18.25, and I've also manually put this line in here at 21.17.25, which is yesterday's low. So trying to buy back half of this position at the first likely target, which is down there around 17. So we've got our stops in place. We've got another order in to sell limit at 27.25. Should we get stopped out on the short side on this one, another attempt to get short. So everything's really in play here for now. So I'll just go ahead once again and pause the recording and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, just restarted the recording. The market is continuing to move lower. We're getting here fairly close to our first objective, so I'm going to go ahead and lower this stop. I'm going to lower it just below our entry price there, just a few ticks anyway. and basically break even with a slight profit. So hopefully it'll continue to go down here, and we'll hit our first objective here in a moment. We are continuing to see some fairly aggressive selling, not super aggressive. We had a red bar here. It was the last time we had very strong aggression on the sell side. You can see here we've had a series of lighter or kind of pink bars here, which is our weakest level of aggression, but that's fine as long as the selling is still in place. So I've just gone ahead and made that adjustment on the stop, so just wanted to bring you up to date, and once again we'll go ahead and pause the recording. Okay, just restarted the recording, got filled on that first objective, so I'm just going to go ahead and mark that in. That was at 1825 right here. So, and of course our short position is from 23 right up in here. So I'm going to cancel that sell limit up there. And I need to adjust this protective buy stop. We've sold half of our position, so we've only got half left. So I need to reduce the number of contracts on the protective buy stop down from 4 to 2. I'm also going to adjust where I've got this stop. You can see we've got a nice red bar here. It had a bit of a bounce. Now we've come back down. We're testing yesterday's low. So this little bounce that we had here, I'm going to lower the stop to just above that. And I'm going to bring it down to 21.25 to lock in. What's that? A 0.75 on the second half of the position. So yeah, I think everything's in place. We've got our stop there. Should have, have a really nice breakdown below 17, then, we're going to be on board for a nice run. We'll obviously wait and see if that's going to happen. Who knows? It might give us a bounce here, but I do actually expect a bit of a bounce here. We've come within. My blue line down here is at yesterday's low at 17.25. We just hit 17.50, so I would expect to have a bit of a bounce from here. So let's see if that's going to keep us in this short trade or not. What I will do though is I'll go and put in another marker here where we've got this stop, just in case we do get hit. We're going to lose that order, obviously, and we'll know at least where the markers are, where we're at. So anyway, that's it for right now. So I'll go ahead once again, pause the recording, and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, just restarted the recording again. It is having a pretty good bounce. You can see here it hit the 1750, and we just come right up here. And did we hit? Let's just check on that. We came really close to our stop there. Okay, it hit 21. Yeah, it came within just a tick of our stop. So, we're still in there, but just wanted to bring you up to date. Just came within a tick of our stop. So. Yeah, I'll just leave it there for now, and we'll go ahead and pause the recording, and hopefully this thing can turn down. Now you see, okay, we just had a nice deceleration bar here, actually a couple of them, so that's come right up into this area of likely resistance here. Now this green bar, we haven't had a green bar in, well, we had one over here, which is, what's that, an hour or so ago. So obviously what I'd like to see is this green bar is low taken out, but we are getting a bit of a bounce as we expected off of this likely support area, so we'll just see if we get some follow through with it. If the market does follow through to the upside here, obviously we're going to get stopped with a small profit on the second half of the position, but in the meantime we'll just let it go at that, and just pause the recording, and I'll pick it up when needed. Okay, just resumed it again from just a minute or so ago. We did get stopped on that. So our short was from up here. We had a nice exit here for 5. What was that actually? 8 1/4 from 23. So that's 4 3/4 points on the first two contracts. And from here down to here is a 1 3/4 on the second half. So 4 3/4 times 2 is 9.5 points. And 1 3/4 times 2 is 3.5. So 3.5 and 9.5 is what, 13 points. Okay, so for those of you who are not familiar, it's $50 per point. So that's on 13 points. That's a $650 trade. And that was with four contracts. So anyway, just bring you up to date on this particular live trade. If you've got any questions on our methodology and our software for day trading futures, in particular the E-mini S&P Gold and Crude, just go ahead and contact us. We'd love to hear from you. Have a good day.